Hello everyone, welcome back. It's Akiziel here, and today I'll be reacting to Korps of KRIEG Tribute Warhammer 40k lore by Warrior Tier. This one was requested a while back. I don't remember by who, but I remember someone recommending this. And I know that Warrior Tier definitely makes very well-written stuff, such as the Ogren story, the Lamenters story, and I think I reacted to another one as well. But regardless, as those who haven't already checked out Warrior Tier definitely should do so. I highly recommend his content. And as always, there'll be a link to the original video in the description box below. And without further ado, let's get into it. Did you just finish fighting?
The sins of my father. Our bloodlines destroyed. Our honor lost. 500 years of violence.
Oh yeah, the Krieg Civil War when the planet's elite wanted to secede from the Imperium.
Redemption through blood. We had betrayed our God. Our sins now course through our veins. Our blood forever tainted.
You know, technically, wouldn't the sin of course through not the veins of the surviving Death Corps, but the secessionists who got killed in the nuclear exchange and the following fighting?
I will erase the dishonor of my father. I will cure this galaxy of our sins. With my death am I truly saved.
Huh. It's quite accurate to the to what I've heard about the Death Corps, and regarding, you know, their whole thing of needing to sacrifice themselves as a form of penance for that, you know, Krieg attempted to secede in the first place.
A hive world of beauty and art. Wealth corrupted our lords. Greed sent them to hell. Their weak minds built armies. Defense against the will of God. The pathetic minds sought their rebellion.
Just the sheer contempt that the assumingly Death Corps member that we're listening to the thoughts of has for the secessionists.
Doomed our people. Force their will on the loyalist. Poisoning the ground and air. Forever burning the world into ash. 500 years of slaughter. A generation murdered.
that's more than just a generation. In 500 years, you can have, let's see, about 30 or so generations. Like that's just some rough math, not exact, but yeah.
Billions of our kin thrown into the well of the damned. I was a warrior since birth. Trained in the art of death.
But considering that being the what's it called again? Beta wombs that they use on Krieg to produce soldiers quickly, it's like, yeah, it would not be inaccurate from what I know to say that either the art of death is basically their entire life, since aren't the like don't the Kriegsmen mature more quickly because of the whole Velveeta womb thing? So the Kriegsmen who are serving, like a lot of them are, in terms of actual age, they're like children. Kind of like the clone army in Star Wars, actually, now I think about it. That aside, the sheer contempt he had for the secessionists and finding out that that the reason why he hates them so much isn't just because they strayed from the God Emperor's light and attempted to defy their god, but that they blame everything that happened because of that on the secessionists too. The fact that the world got nuked so that so that the loyalists could level the playing field with the secessionists, all the lives lost in the Civil War, the fact that their world is an irradiated hellscape.
Life through pain and suffering. Only joy through victory or death. There is a cure for our curse. Marching through the blood of my fallen brothers. Onto the trenches of battle. Charging into death. I embrace those final moments, reflecting my honor to the open sky, for I have achieved my duty. I will die for my emperor, and I shall do it with pride. I stand on the mountain of the dead. I step forward in the war without hesitation. From the womb am I tainted, harvested to become a warrior of death. As my planet weeps, choking on its foul air, I embrace the mask of faith. I inherit the mark of a traitor. Through death am I set free, with my gun and steel, my hands and shovel.
Ah yes, the almighty Kriegsman's shovel, which I've also heard that despite all, the memes about Kriegsmen running into battle and beating things to death with shovels, that the shovels they use are for digging trenches primarily, and that in actual lore, they only very rarely use their shovels tools as weapons, comparatively speaking.
I bask in the blood of the heretic. The trench is my womb. It is where I feel alive, breathing the tainted air of my family's sins.
That's an interesting way to think about this the, polluted air with the radioactive dust and all that, that it that it is a physical representation of the sins that they have to atone for.
I fight in the hopes of exoneration. I long for death. I stand on the corpses of my kin. The mountains of them grow. I will be a stone in that pile soon enough. As the cannons reach the air clouds, I will make my final stand. My destiny is marked with courage. There is no honor left. The corpses have won. I will join them, as my sons will join them.
But I wonder, how will, is there any way, I assume short of the God Emperor himself showing up and telling the Death Korps of Krieg that he has forgiven them, I wonder, is it even possible for them to, really think that they have actually finished, paying penance for that whole, for, the secession? But, you know, the way he viewed, the character viewed, you know, going into battle and sacrificing for the Emperor, really, it really says the makes sense for their motivations, and like how willing they are, or to die for the Emperor, or and sacrifice themselves. I always knew with the general reason why, but I never really can thought about the depth of it until I listened to this. It was an interesting listen. Warrior Tier writes great stuff, and the voice is, while I can only think about the I think it was that engineer from the Gene Sealer story, was it? But while that voice will always make me think of that guy specifically, I think it was. It's still quite fitting in a way, despite, how young, relatively speaking, the Death Korps members are. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching with me, and if you did, I'd appreciate a like, comment, and subscribe. Once again, totally should check out Warrior Tier. But for now, bye-bye!